If it is or if it ain't, it's going to come out. Good morning, everybody. It's your girl, Miracle Sims, and you are listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration and juice. It is March the 23rd, 2023, and today the topic is Cozy in Christ. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. I hope that you all had a wonderful Wednesday. Mine was just fine. The main thing I did yesterday was to, I guess I did a few things yesterday. I was thinking that I only did maybe like one thing, but now that I think about it, I mean, a few things have happened. I mean, I was hesitant to share with y'all yesterday, but I guess I'll just put it like this, y'all, on one hand, there are some things that are currently in place when it comes to being an American, and it's this thing known as taxes, y'all, that I guess technically I came through, which was a blessing. It was right on time, so I'm technically out of debt, so it's gotta be the glory for that, I guess that's ultimately what I wanted to share. I had some credit cards and things like that, and one credit card, honestly. I only got one credit card. But then I also had like another, what's it called? Like just debt. Just put it like that. So technically your girl is technically out of debt, y'all. Like I said, so to God be the glory for that. We got groceries around here, so that was a blessing as well. I was just thinking about a few moments with my son and my husband and whatnot. Like, anytime the door rings, I think NJ is going to expect that it's like some type of delivery of some sort, like it's food or it's groceries or it's pizza or something. So he's always excited whenever the doorbell rings. And so, yeah, anywho, so yeah, that we was doing all of that yesterday. And I was hanging out with Madam Miraculous, y'all, over there at the church. I did my small group. I think it was like 13 kids yesterday. And we talked about anger, which was very interesting because, again, y'all know y'all know a smidge of some of the things I've been going through. And I told y'all the other day that I felt kind of angry. I was upset last week and all that type of stuff. But it's very interesting how if you allow God to lead and guide your life, like, all of those things can work together for the good, and it's just amazing to even be here this morning and be calm and collected and talking to y'all. It's a blessing, I won't get into details, but I'll just say, like, at some point I was, trying to resolve some issues. Basically, I'm trying to like think about ways to resolve some issues that are currently in place, and I can't, lie. Basically, without again getting into everything, I was a bit offended, by some things that have taken place and whatnot. And I'm trying to navigate like how to handle it and what to do and seeking the Lord for wisdom and everything like that. But in the midst of it, I guess preparing for whatever outcome, whether that be an outcome of, good or bad. Let's just put it like that. A good outcome or a bad outcome. And I was prepping, I don't want to get too deep, but I want to tell y'all. I'll put it like this. I was prepping some information, right? And right after I prepped the information and I sent it to a partner, I'll put it like that. I sent it to a partner. I got a message from my mentor, or a lady that I deemed to be my mentor. So shout out to Miss D James, an amazing writer and director and everything like that that I've been working with for years. And so I respect her business savvy as well. I mean, she's been a person that I can go to and just vent and all these different type of things, right? But I do respect her and her business savvy and whatnot. And so I find it interesting, like her response to this particular situation that I'm in, because I feel like, not saying in the past it was different, but like a little bit. I'll put it like that. It was like a little different in the past in regards to, just wanting to make sure that I'm, got my bases covered and that I'm protected and things like that. I mean, obviously, writers want to protect their work, things like that, right? So she's imparting all of that knowledge and wisdom onto me, right? And so in the past, our conversations would more so be along those lines when I would seek advice. But I noticed when it comes to this current situation, I was surprised by the advice that she gave me last week. And then I was surprised by the advice that came through yesterday, like right after I had prepped some information. And I had sent it over to my, again, partner or whatever in this situation. I got a message and it was very short and sweet. It just was like, I won't get into it, but I'll say it was along the lines of saying, let it be. Or just continue and let it be, basically. And I just was like, I feel like there's some wisdom there that I might not be seeing in this moment, and I need more clarity. And I asked her for more clarity, but the thing is, the Lord gave me the clarity, y'all. Like, I guess pondering what she told me, the Lord opened my eyes to, like, basically different ways to handle the situation. And then the Lord had me re-prep information. Remember I told y'all I had prepped some information one way, right? He had me to re-prep the information in an alternative way. And I felt real good. I felt comfortable about the new way that the Lord had presented this idea to me. And even though I had tried to call her a couple of times just to reiterate or get clarity from her perspective, she never answered my call, which, I mean, maybe she was busy, whatever. But maybe the Lord was like, hey, I already told you what to do. That's what I feel like it is at the end of the day. So even though, I tried to call her at least 2 or 3 times yesterday, and she hadn't got back to me or whatever. Like, she texted me again afterwards when I sent her my first preparation. And I guess she thought that I had already sent that information or whatever. I'm like, no, I didn't. I haven't sent that information yet. So... But regardless, I'll just say like this. It's just amazing, again, how all things can work together for the good. So after the Lord calms me down, right, and gives me peace and grace and mercy and all these different things and beautiful way to handle this situation, I go and talk to the children about anger last night, which, again, I mean, I don't think I thought too deep the other day when I decided to use anger as the topic for this week, but it's just very interesting. Like I said, they studied about forgiveness at church. I talked to them about anger yesterday. It's just, and I'm going through my current situation that I had to both, like, I was angry, I had to forgive, and all these different things. And so it's just, for me, this stuff like this blows my mind. Like, I don't know how y'all feel about this stuff that I share, but ultimately, I guess I'm sharing these things to encourage you and inspire you, y'all, that there's always an alternative way. There's an alternative way to handle our anger. There's alternative ways and godly ways, right? Godly ways to handle every situation. And so if we seek the Lord, right, for the wisdom, he will give it to us. And in a variety of ways. And I'm a living testimony, y'all. I am a living testimony. So this morning, ultimately, I'm listening to the prayer meditation and everything like that. And, it had this beautiful description about, if I'm on the sea, right? And I'm rowing in this boat and I'm trying to reach a destination. I don't know if I'm near all these different things. But ultimately, I reach a lighthouse that has everything I need, all the provisions, the food, the shelter, the safety, whatever I need is in this lighthouse that I reach. And just thinking about that scenario this morning, I guess ultimately this this phrase cozy in Christ came into my mind. And it was interesting because, I know this word cozy. I mean, I feel like I've seen it a few times, at least this morning. And then, and I can't lie, it did make me think about a recent, an artist that put out a song. I think it's called Cozy. I don't know. Y'all probably know who I'm talking about and everything, but I ain't trying to just give free promotion to everybody. But and not just because of free promotion, but because I went to look up those lyrics of that song, and it ain't. I mean, I don't know what you like to listen to. I haven't heard it that I know of. And no judgment. Hey, again, use your free will how you want to use it, but definitely don't sound or look to be a godly song. I'll put it like that. However, I think all things work together for the good, of those that love God. And so, I'm a bit of a songwriter myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all know that or not. Y'all can check me out, Miracle Sims, on Spotify and everything like that. Hopefully new music coming soon. We're going to see what the Lord do. But anyway, I mean, again, I have not heard the actual song that I know of, and I definitely don't know it well enough to like sing it, and I don't know if I don't intend to sing it, but I did rewrite some of the lyrics, that I came across, to fit this conversation of cozy in Christ. I don't know, should I share that with y'all now or later? It seems like a nice little setup, huh? Uh, okay, fine. I'll share those lyrics now. I won't save it for the after show. I'll let you podcast people, you know what I'm saying, check out what the Lord gave me this morning when I looked at that song Cozy. And here's my remix, y'all. Okay. Now I don't obviously have no melody, so I'm just gonna read the lyrics as is. I'm just gonna read them. Okay. Now, here's my cozy. Okay, y'all. Here you go. Comfortable in the arms of Jesus. Cozy with who God made me to be. Uncomfortable in my sins, but Christ washed away all of them. I love God. Oh yeah. Cozy, cozy. Now, I don't know if y'all like my lyrics or whatever case is, but that's my remix. All right. I noticed that as I looked at those lyrics this morning, it told me that there was 10 songwriters on that song. And, I'm just one little humble servant, that the Lord has used this morning to, I guess, pour some goodness on this, on these lyrics and whatnot. So, hey, I don't know if y'all want to think about that next time you hear the song. If you listening to that song, think about them lyrics, Let's be cozy in Christ. But let's get into some, this whole juice situation, y'all, because it's already been about 12 minutes. So I looked up the definition of cozy, and it says a feeling of comfort, warmth, and relaxation. Ooh. Sounds real good. I feel cozy in my robe this morning. I know y'all probably tired of seeing this robe. My husband and I had conversations about it. My mama and I had conversations about it. Listen, if y'all want to donate to the robe onesie fund, then y'all can. It scrolls at the bottom, okay? Support. And if you're listening to the podcast, you guys can support too, okay? If y'all are tired, well, y'all don't have the issue of looking at me. But anyway, Miracle Plays on Cash App if you really want to know. Or you can, hey, be a supporter and support us for 99 cents a month, okay? And look, and then your girl start investing in new robes. But until then, y'all got to get whatever I'm wearing. But regardless of that, y'all, I do feel cozy. I feel cozy in my robe. I'm taking a nice little picture to represent that or whatever. But yeah, cozy, comfort, warmth, relaxation. I felt all of those things as well. Again, as I came to peace with the situation that I'm in and the choice that I have now made on how to handle it and everything like that. And so, we can be cozy in Christ. In fact, I think the Lord wants us to be cozy in Christ, But let's keep going. So I also looked at the definition of refuge, y'all, and it says a condition of being safe or sheltered from pursuit, danger, or trouble. So yeah, we're gonna be safe, sheltered, comfort, warmth, relaxation, no danger or any or the pursuit of any trouble coming our way. I mean, well, not say it's not coming our way, but we won't. Let's see, we'll be safe from it. Basically, is what I'm receiving by just looking at those definitions today. But hey, let's get into the word. I'm wondering, did I forget to put a verse in the Go Deeper section? Now that I see one, I'm gonna have to check that out. But anyway, here's a verse that I felt led to share with you all this morning. It's Philippians 4:19. It says, "And my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus." So yeah, he will supply all of our needs, y'all. I needed a little bit of, peace, right? The Lord has given me that. I needed joy, and the Lord has given me that. The Lord has allowed me to show grace and mercy, right? Shout out to Mr. Brent again. He told me the other day that this is what you're going through is ultimately giving you wisdom, right? What you're going through is, you know, not say like a test, but it is a time, right, for you to operate in the things that the Lord has given you, which is grace, mercy, forgiveness, and all those different things. And like I said, that Sunday and whatnot, and I shared with you guys whenever that was, probably Monday, that if we all operated in that way, then again, life and everything would look a bit different. Like if we all remember the grace and mercy and forgiveness that the Lord has given us, and we do our best to show that to the next person and the next person and the next person, no matter what, just like with no matter what we did, the Lord has, shown us grace, mercy, gave us refuge and safety and all this type of stuff, made us very cozy in spite of everything that we've done. We should be doing that for others. And yeah. Anyway, that's a whole nother topic all by itself, y'all. So then let's get into some more verses. We got Romans 8:1 and 2. Now, when I think I came across Romans 8:2, and that made me want to go deeper. And ultimately, there's a lot to be said in Romans 8 to give us I guess, clear picture of what Christ has done. But let's just talk about 1 and 2. And it says, "There is therefore no condemnation to them to them which are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus have made me free from the law of sin and death." So, I found that to be very interesting this morning. Again, as I went deeper, I saw more that was being said about, like, I guess the laws of the Spirit, and how certain laws had to be honored in order to show us the grace and mercy, in order to make us cozy, right? Certain laws had to be honored, the laws of the Spirit. Just like, we talk about scientific laws and whatnot, and we get a little bit of understanding about those things, but then it's like, for some reason, we don't understand the laws of the Spirit. Like, and on the flip side, no judgment. I don't completely understand, why that bloodshed had to happen, X, Y, and Z. But obviously, again, when you go deeper and seek the Lord for the wisdom, I guess He'll reveal whatever He wants to reveal to you in regards to it, if He feels like, I guess, if that's His will. And I guess, again, as I was looking at these different verses this morning, it just reminded me that, okay, there are certain laws in place. And so Jesus came to fulfill those laws, so then there could be grace and mercy for us. Because if the laws was not filled, then there would be no grace and mercy for us. Because we've all sinned and fallen short. So yeah, let's get cozy in Jesus, y'all. Let's get cozy in Christ. And appreciate what has been done for us. Let's see. I feel like I just read that. Yeah, I read that one. So let's go to Psalm 18:30. It says, "This God, His way is perfect. The word of the Lord proves true. He is a shield for all those who take refuge in Him." I don't know if we believe that this morning, y'all. I don't know if we believe that God, His way is perfect. I actually saw something recently on social media, probably sometime last week, or I don't know when it was, but basically somebody was like, "Oh, you know, if God made us whatever, we're, he did a bad job or something along those lines. And it's like, I mean, the only thing that I question in regards to, God and his creation is whatnot is why I know why he gave us free will, but I do ask that question all the time. Like, because we don't, I mean, we aren't trustworthy with free will. Like, let's be clear here. Like, all of us humans are capable of evil, and yes, all of us are also capable of good, but unfortunately, a lot of us choose evil. And, and so in that regard, it's like, man, I don't know if it would have been better for us to just be, uh, again, like, I guess like the angels, or maybe like the Sims characters in those games, or whatever the case is, like where he could control every little aspect of what we do, would things be better? I don't know. I don't know. But I guess the thing is, if you want to give creation, the choice, if you want to give them their free will, if you want to, allow creation to, have the desires of their heart and things of that nature, then, I mean, it's not about controlling that person's every aspect, right? Because again, if I controlled every aspect of my husband, I would always have to question if he loved me. And just with any other thing, y'all. I mean, you guys can put that scenario in any situation. So yeah, I mean, it's something to think about. Just saying, it's just something to think about. But it says here that his way is perfect, and the word of the Lord proves true. And I feel like that's more clear to me every day. Again, I talked to y'all, I think it was yesterday, about that prophecy being fulfilled about the water and desert lands and things like that. And there's just so many different things to where, again, you can ask the questions and stuff. And I believe that the Lord will give you the wisdom and answer them if it's his will to do so. But hey, I mean, if you're struggling with this concept of if God's way is perfect and if his word is true and if he is going to be a refuge for you in your, dark times and things like that, then I suggest that you guys seek the Lord a little bit more and, get into the word and ask, again, I feel like that's all I'm doing, and I'm sharing with you guys that, the more that I continue and be intentional about doing it, the more I see the Lord moving in my life. And I see, the more I see in general, I'll just put it like that, the more I see. So John 10:9, it says, I am the door. If anyone enters by me, he will be saved and will go in and out and find pasture. I went a little deeper and looked up the definition of pasture, and then it ultimately led me to grazing and all these different type of things as well. But yeah, I mean, do you want to be saved? Do you want the ability to go in and out? Do you want to find pasture today? Then Christ, right, is the way. Again, I know we struggle with that. We don't want to believe that there's only one way and everything like that. But I saw somebody quote, I guess must have saw it last night or this morning, one of those times. But basically, someone said to someone, because someone had said something, they said like, "Oh, God wins," and then there was a person that commented, "Which God?" And then someone commented back that there's only one God, and if you got to ask, you don't know him. I mean, listen, like they say the internet is undefeated. People are really like quick with their comebacks and stuff. Like I saw something the other day that I didn't necessarily agree with, but on one hand, because I'm not sure and I don't know, I just was like, I'll just keep my opinion to myself, right? We'll see what happens. We'll see what it is, or if I get more clarity or whatever the case is, then perhaps I'll go and share my opinion. But it's just very interesting, like when you put your thoughts out there, y'all, I guess you open to the commentary that other people have to say. But anyway, I got one more verse, y'all, and it is Psalm 119 and 114. It says, you are my hiding place and my shield. I hope in your word. Yes, y'all, I have hope today because I make this my prayer. I feel like this is what I'm saying to the Lord. I hope that you guys are saying this to the Lord as well. Because ultimately that's the juice, y'all. Let's get cozy in Christ, all right? Now, the Bible verse of today is Proverbs 27:17. It says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friends. Friends, I hope that you all enjoyed this juice this morning. Thank you so much for listening to God, Sex, and Love, your daily dose of inspiration, the juice. I pray you guys can go forth and have a wonderful day, and I look forward to talking to you all tomorrow, if the Lord's will. But just a reminder, I know that it's Thursday, so that means that tomorrow we'll be having a GSL Talk show, and our friend Mr. Chancellor Jackson will be coming back to visit us, so I hope that you all tune in to that episode tomorrow night. And yeah, look forward to talking to y'all tomorrow for the juice, if the Lord's will. Bye-bye. Are you engaged, married, separated? Friends, don't give up. Let no man separate what God has joined together, not even you. Transform your marriage and your idea of marriage today with Marriage Reignited. This program is a insightful look into marriage and what are the true needs of his and her. You guys can get a discount when you use Miracle Video or Miracle Combo. Miracle Video will get you $5 off of the video, and Miracle Combo will give you $10 off of the video and book. Check out marriagereignited.com for more information. That's MARRIEGNITED.com. And again, that's Miracle Video, MIRACLEVIDEO, or Miracle Combo, MIRACLECOMBO.